everybody. How are you? Thank you so much for coming tonight. It really means a lot for us that we're making full of ourselves in front of you. So, like Stefan mentioned, my name is Saiannah, and I got my fucking PR card today at the mail. Okay, let's keep it together, guys. Okay. So, I went back to work recently. And I'm always confused because my colleague is asking me these questions like, oh, what is your dream job? Like, how would you describe it? And I have no clue what that means because in my dreams, I'm not working. So I recently went back to therapy. So another round of applause for me on therapy. Therapy is fantastic, right? So I went back to therapy and I was able to get out of relationship, out of therapy. Yes, my partner is Andrea. No, unfortunately for me, I'm not a lesbian. I still suffer of that lack of judgment to still be attracted to men. And yes, he's Italian, very Italian. So, in my road to therapy, I was finally able to admit to myself that being an independent woman has been the worst idea that I have ever come out in my life. So, it's okay if someone starts spoiling me from now on. Like, yeah, I know, it's embarrassing. So, my feminist ass reminds me every day that I surrender for so little. But in my defense, he's so damn cute though. And of course, he's Italian. We spend mostly all of our time eating. And I have been gaining weight, but who gives a fuck about that these days? Like, we almost died last year. Like, I'm okay. And in reality, I'm not gonna lie to you guys, we're really compatible. We actually have a great time every time. For example, he loves to cook. I like to eat. I like to go to restaurants. He likes to pay for my bills. I insult him in Spanish, he gets a boner, so it's a 50-50 win every time. So, the only issue that we have that I hope every one of you guys can help me sort it out is that I think he secretly hates me. I know, right? I am too cute. Why he's gonna hate me? So the reason why I think he hates me is like because I force him to watch RuPaul Drag Race and horror shows at the same time. Yeah, I go from sashay away to slasher really quick. So the way that I found out that he hates me, it was we were not one night like sleeping, but not like sleeping, like really sleeping. And he started talking in his dreams, like in the middle of the night. It was the most bizarre thing that I have ever experienced. Because it wasn't like a cute little mumble, like you're like, oh, that's so cute. No. This is a full-blown conversation in Italian. It's on eso de le ma che cosa? Vaffanculo, che fumo, che tac. Shit, that was crazy though. Because I don't know if you guys watch horror movies, but if someone is speaking in Italian at 3 a.m. in the morning, it's not a good sign. The devil is on his way. Jesus. So talking a little bit more about the pandemic, what I think is a little bit more, have been more challenging for me during the pandemic is like these doctor's appointments over the phone. Because I don't know if you guys are going to believe me in this or no, but I have had so far 5 appointments with my gynecologist, and that woman haven't met my vagina in real life. And if we count the amount of appointments to my vagina, Andres currently my gynecologist. And another thing that I find really curious about that interaction is like doctors talk to you in a language that they think you understand. And it usually is not the case. They say things like, oh, is this pain more to your cavity canal or your abdomen? It's like, that's exactly what I'm calling to, you know? And all the ladies in the house can relate with this. Any medical issue with your vagina is never easy. It's never simple. It's never something like, oh, take this pill, good to go. No, never. usually sounds something like, okay, you need to take this antibiotic and you're very controlled. They're gonna have a fist fight in your uterus. So if you start feeling like loss of appetite, loss of libido, loss of memory, dyslexia, dysrhythmia, cancer, you're gonna be good to go, don't worry about it. It's a secondary effect. Like, what? But don't worry about me, guys. If I have to take a couple days off because I'm sick, I know my gynecologist, Andrea, is gonna go take care of me. Thank you so much. That's all I have.